versus... Oh, it's the wrong scene. Wumbosaurus versus Dillonz for winners finals, and of course they ended up on the opposite sides again. So I gotta swap this over. Wumbo going Rob instead of the Yoshi. Probably a smart choice though, given a lot of factors. Like we were talking about before, Yoshi doesn't have a lot of ways to deal with some of Little Mac's tools. You know, like your grab isn't there because of the longer grab time. You kind of have to just get up close and fight him back, which is, you know, not what you want to have to do against Little Mac as anybody. But Rob can kind of play the projectile game, zone him out. Right now, Dillonz is getting a lot of percentage down, just kind of holding onto the ledge here. KO punch is online. And you can see... Oh, you can see Wumbo trying to play around it, but just Dillonz armored through a nair for it. Not afraid to just throw that thing out there. His hit rate on those KO punches has actually been pretty wild. And I feel like if anything, it's harder to hit a KO punch when you're on like Wi-Fi versus in real life, because you gotta know, like you have to have that read ahead of time. You don't get that chance to react and just hit the button to a whiff as much. Connections, from what I understand tonight, have been pretty good, so that's not as big of a factor as it is sometimes in the old Elite Smash, but still something worth mentioning regardless. And Dillonz has been really doing a lot of work just on ledge traps alone. That's kind of how he's getting in and winning a lot of these sets versus the zonier characters, it seems like. But Wumbo has him at 163 now and has the top ready to go. Went a little bit over the ledge, but the back end of that nair is going to clean it up. Wumbo finds the stock just as that second KO punch is coming online too. That was exactly any longer than that for that stock, and he would have been in very much danger of being very far behind this game. But for now, he is keeping it alive and is able to start doing Rob things to try to get that percentage racked up, but trying to roll through and get to this corner that Dillonz has him in, and it's just not paying off for him. Those rapid jabs and those very quick frame data from Little Mac. And see, that's part of, oh, back end of the down smash actually going to do it. That's how I know the connection's got to be at least decent, because like, it's either decent or Dillonz lives in the future, because he has had really good presence in the corner and on the ledge, which is, you know, if it's lagging, that's like not really feasible to do unless you know exactly what's going to happen. And speaking of knowing exactly what's going to happen, stands still and just waits as the forward air whiffs, catches the KO punch on him. Yeah, you were behind him. That hitbox was suspect for sure. I'm learning things about this character I did not know, let me tell you. But it connects nonetheless, and Dillonz is going to take that first game. Yeah, we need to get Dillonz out for another tournament one of these days, man. Because like, if his Little Mac holds up like that, up at the bar tournaments, he's going to be, well, one, someone to look out for. Someone's be bodying people in the tournaments, and two, excellent VODs for me, because this is a really weird like Little Mac playstyle, and I'm loving it. Like I'm here for it. So now I'm wondering what characters we're gonna see. I know Dillonz probably staying Little Mac. I'm almost rooting for a Terry, right? Like just fight KO punch with Go, right? I don't know if that's actually a good idea though. Like I'm thinking that, but I have like zero knowledge about Terry and what he's good with, so I don't know if that's actually a good idea. Rob on paper, really good idea. But Dillonz has been managing the matchups versus zoners pretty well, and that's scary. Like that's tough to deal with, because that's usually one of Mac's primary weaknesses, is just having trouble getting in. So it looks like Dillonz will be banning Lilat and Yoshi. All right, let's see. Where are we going for game 2? Ness. Oh, okay. Hold on. I didn't know Wumbo had a Ness. Hold on a minute. Hold up, hold up. We are going full Wi-Fi right now, man. Little Mac versus Ness. That's all right. I'm here for it. And I mean, like, Dillonz actually looks like he's playing a little bit more aggressively in this matchup, just almost because he has to, because that constant threat of PK Fire. You can't armor through PK Fire like you can a lot of projectiles, because, like, sure, you might armor the initial few hits, but as soon as your armor wears off, that fire is probably still there, still dealing damage. Like that, exactly like that, and that means that Ness can get a grab, and then Ness can do all kinds of goofy stuff with a grab. Oh, PK Fire, not quite gonna come out in time that time. The old jump punch. Ooh, he waited for that grab too. He's trying to mix it up, but once again, dashing KO punch, gonna take a stock. Dillonz has had a pretty impressive confirm rate with those KO punches, especially for throwing them out kind of raw in a lot of these situations. Wumbo might have the stock here though, let's see. Went for the up tilt, not quite going to have it, but is able to get the back air off of a forward smash on shield. So we have ourselves an even game here. Ness may have been the pick. This seems to be working a lot better than anyone else has been able to manage so far. Being very respectful of his approaches too. Wumbo not trying to rush into anything, get caught by any big dumb attacks. KO punches back on the board, though. This time it's Wumbo that gets aggressive and just throws out a grab instead. Able to dodge the KO punch and is rewarded with a meaty bat swing for it. Gonna find himself up a stock. Let's see what he can do with it. Off stage, though, this is a scary place to be in. We went high to avoid the 2-frame, but unfortunately just too much lag on the back end of the move. Still gives Dillonz enough time to finish it up. So we got ourselves a last stock situation here, and this may be a game that is decided by another KO punch. We'll have to see. That's gonna be the #1 thing that's gonna have to be on Wumbosaurus' mind when that KO punch comes on board. Not sure what happened there. It looked like Wumbo should have had those grabs. Oh man, I thought Wumbo was hit for sure. Like, I thought he was actually dead, but able to live, was not hit by the KO punch. Dillonz just trying to find a way to get back to the stage so he can continue playing the game. Wumbo just playing the Little Mac like kind of how you need to play him, where you just, once you get that hit, you have him in the air, just don't let up. Just keep the pressure on and keep him from landing. But Dillonz is starting to be able to navigate it, starting to be able to find his way back into neutral. Really good nair dodge to get over the up smash. Wumbo is clinging to what he's got left with his stock. Dash attack, excellent option. Got him stuck in the air here. Let's see if he can finish it off on the ledge. Forward air. Is he too far out? No, the counter. He went for the counter thinking the PK Flash was going to kill him, but the hitbox just wasn't going to fall in time. Wumbo let it off early, and the counter ended up costing him the stock instead. Possibly a calculated play there by Wumbo to try to just get rid of that recovery, in an outside way. Speaking of living, talking about living in the future, Wumbo firing right back with the being, a minute and a half ahead. So we got ourselves a 1-1. And Krypton, if you're in the chat, are we doing best 3 of 5 for winners, or are we sticking to 2 of 3 the whole game, or the whole tournament? Or 3 of 5 for like winners, finals, and whatever else? Not that that'll impact the game coming up in a big way right now, except for the thought that whether or not the match is on the line, it is best of 3, so we are sticking to best of 3. So the set will be on the line for this one. Waiting to see choices of bans here from Wumbo. Wumbo wants to go back to PS2. All right. I think it's going to swap it around again, so I think I need to do this so that the names are in the right place. Waiting on Dylan. Okay, waiting on Dillonz to pick a stage. All right, so as soon as we see that. Okay, Wumbo banned FD and Kalos. My bad. I was looking at I was looking at an earlier match's bans. My Discord hadn't scrolled down. I'm dumb. And any updates on the bracket in the meantime? Let's take a look. Looks like it's losers round 4 is. Oh no, hold up. No time to talk about that. Game's about to start. Here we go. Where did we end up?
3, 2, 1.
We are indeed back on Pokemon Stadium 2, and we do have the Ness making a comeback. Black and yellow shirt for the Bumblebee. Looking aesthetic there. And yeah, seeing more aggression now, for sure, out of Dillonz in this matchup. Just, you know, kind of needing to. Because that PK Fire is just providing such an effective zoning tool. And then, you know, once you're in the air, PK Flash actually going to catch the roll off of the ledge. I'm not sure if there's an option that you can, like, once that PK Flash was where it was, I'm not sure if there's a whole lot you can do about it. I think that would have called neutral, get up, roll, stay on ledge, maybe not jump, I don't know. But Little Mac's jump is so small. Either way, Wumbo, with that PK Flash, is able to take the first stock, but air dodge into the up smash does mean that it's going to be an even game just about immediately. So we still have ourselves a set to play. Back throw, but it's only going to take him to the ledge. Just not quite enough percentage to really get the knockback on that. But, you know, you try to get him off stage whenever you can, man. Mac does not fare well off stage. If you can get him off even a little bit, it's usually worth it. And speaking of getting him off stage just a little bit, there's forward air chains. Oh, and that KO punch is online. Rolled through it. Either Dillonz has lost his psychic powers, or Wumbosaurus has figured out how to jam him, because he's not getting hit by these KO punches anymore. And using the PK Fire to just rack up free damage when he sees Dillon go for an early smash attack charge. Very smart thinking, and it's allowing him to just like stay ahead, but he's going to have to watch that shield. It's getting a little rough. Has been effective though. It's stopping from getting armored through one of those smash attacks. I wasn't sure who was going to get the next hit, but ends up being Wumbo with that back air. Now he's got himself a stock lead, and he's still got a healthy percentage on himself. Forward smash changed that in just about a second though. Now he's at 86, and that is a percentage that you were worried about dying at in this matchup. Wumbo just trying to get off the ledge now. Dillonz has been doing so good with these ledge traps just about all night, and keeping that going as well. Forward tilt, finally going to catch Wumbo in that corner. We are on a last stock situation here, man. It is down to the wire. And at this point, it might just go over to whoever doesn't choke. Dillonz providing a lot of space, trying to find that punish. It's working out for him too, able to find it. Ooh! I was a little worried about that forward air, but Wumbo pulled back just in time, was able to get the grab. Instead, KO punch is online. It's not going to connect. That's got to be a massive sigh of relief coming from Wumbo right now, not having to worry about losing to that immediate giant kill move. But Dillonz upping the aggression here too. Really weaving in and throwing these smash attacks, trying to catch that armor through that'll get him that little bit extra damage and get him back in control of this neutral. PK Fire! Just to cover the ledge. Dash attack though, gonna get armored through. Oh no, he went to forward air back to the ledge, but the armor from forward smash was there, and that means that it will go to Dillon. 2-1, that was so close. But you saw the adaptation too. The Ness was the correct choice of character to move to. I didn't even know Wumbo had a Ness. That was definitely news to me. But